Hello and welcome everyone to IG Skills. My name is Manish Chauhan and today in this video we're going to learn a brief insight of Stack Overflow. We're going to learn about this website and all its features. I also show you how to ask questions as well. So let's begin. First, let's get ourselves introduced with this website. Stack Overflow is a question and answer site for professional and enthusiast programmers. It means whether you are an individual or you run a business, you can use this website. It is privately held website and it has been created by Jeff Atwood and Joel Spolsky in 2008. This is the main point. Our main goal in this video is how to use this website. So I'll teach you step by step. The first step is going to be how to sign up in this website. After the sign up, we'll learn about the features of this website and eventually we'll learn how to ask questions in this website effectively. Let's follow the first step of signing up in the Stack Overflow website. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for Stack Overflow. And then this is the website link. Just click on it. You see, when we click on it, it is for developers as well as for business. But now we just have to sign up. You see there's an option of sign up in the top right corner. Just click on that sign up. After clicking on sign up, it gives us three different options of signing up. Sign up with Google, sign up with GitHub, sign up with Facebook. And we can also use the older way to signing up. I'm going to choose my display name as Manish. And then I'm going to use my email ID and then I'll create a password for me. Then I'll click on I'm not a robot. For that it will give me an option like I have to select all the cars here, and whenever I see a car like here, I'm going to click on it and then I'm going to verify. And then when I click on sign up, after clicking on sign up, it will send an email on my email address, and then on that email there will be a link. I just have to click on that link once and then my sign up would be finished. So after clicking on that link of successful registration, I'm going to use my email address and password to log in. And when I log in for the first time, it is asking me, are you a human being? So again I have to click on I'm not a robot. And after that I'll come to this page. It means I'm successfully signed up. So let's go to our second step in which we'll learn about the features of Stack Overflow. So here we are on the home page of Stack Overflow. We will familiarize with the features by going to each section one by one. The first section is top questions. Here generally users ask questions and there are different questions which carry a tags along with themselves. Like the first question, we can see that it belongs to Python and N Queens. These are the tags associated with the question. Besides them, there are votes, answers and views. The questions also parted in different tabs as well, like interesting questions, bounded questions, which carry different points. The more number of points I have, the more reputed I am in a community. Then hot questions and weekly questions, and the question which are asked within a month, monthly questions. So this is the section of top questions. Let's go to the next section. The next section is on my left hand side. It contains tags, users and jobs. Tags, I already mentioned you, the tags associated with a particular question. If I'm not aware of the sentence of the full question, then I can use the tags if I want to search the question here. The second part is users. If I click on users, I will find all those users who are reputed in the community, which contain number of points. If I am a fan of a particular user, I can search the user by here. Also, if I want to find a new user, then I will go to this section and I can search the new user here. Apart from that, there are voters, editors and moderators. The third part is jobs. Stack Overflow redirects us to those websites who offer jobs. So if I'm looking for a job, I also can come to Stack Overflow. I can also say that I can learn from here and I can get hired from here. So these are all the three parts: tags, users and jobs. Let's go to another section. The next section is on my right hand side. It contains blogs and news. If I click on the first thing, the overflow number 27, so I'll be redirected to a particular blog. As you can see here, This is the blog, the overflow number 27, a simulation. So these are all the sections, and apart from them, there are little things as well, like this notification bar, the badges that I've gained, the information, support, and then there are other websites as well similar to Stack Overflow which are related to Stack Overflow. So let's go to a third step, asking a question, which is very important. In the introduction of Stack Overflow, I already mentioned you how important this website is. Generally, this is a question and answer website that is being used by IT programmers mostly. So asking a question become a very important thing here. So let's go to ask question. We just don't need to ask a question. We have to frame a question. If I'm successfully able to frame a question, I can get a faster response more rapidly. I'll get the answer. So you see there are three options here: title, body, and tags. We'll use all of them and understand one by one how I can use my question part in the body section and use these little things like links, images, styling, headers, list, block quotes, code, HTML effectively one by one. So let's start with the title. Title generally means it is related to the question that I'm asking. Suppose I want to ask a question related to Python programming, and in Python specifically I need to ask the question related to list. So I'll ask the question by giving a title, list in Python. Let's go to body part. In body, I will teach you how to use these things: links, images, headers, list one by one. Suppose I want my user who is going to read the question be directed to a particular website. So I'll use the link in my question of that particular website. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this angle bracket, and in the middle of it I'm going to paste the URL of this website. I have the website of IntervidGeeks.com. So you see how it's gonna appear. It's gonna appear like this. But suppose I don't want the full URL to be visible. I want a text to be visible instead of this URL. So what I'm going to do, I am going to use a parenthesis instead of those angle brackets. I'll just remove the angle bracket, and in the square brackets I'm going to use a text that is website. You see, now the URL is gone. It's only website that is visible. My URL is not visible. If I click on that, I'll be redirected to that website. Apart from that, if I wish to mention which website it is, so I'm going to put a space here and then double quotes. I'm going to write Intervid Geeks. So if I put a mouse over, you see Intervid Geeks is visible. So that's how we're going to use links. The second thing is images. Using images is very important and useful as well. Using images is easy. If I just click on this option, I can browse the image as well. Apart from that, I can paste the URL of a particular link. So it is very easy. Let's go to another part, that is headers. Suppose in the body part I wish to use a heading. So I'll use a hash option. Hash option means here is my heading, but always remember there must be a space after the hash. Then close it by a hash. If I use double hash, then there would be subheading, as you can see already. Now if I use 3 times hash, you see there is a subheading. I hope you got my point. Next thing is list. Suppose if I use a minus sign and then any text, then I'll press enter. Again I'll use a minus sign, another text, but they are aligned. If I press space, now there is a sublist. Again minus sign, any text, sublist. If I would use a plus sign instead of minus sign, you see again the bullet appears. Now this way we can use list. Next thing to learn is block quotes. If I use a greater than sign and type anything, then it will appear like this. If I want to do a double greater than sign, then our text is nested. If I use a triple greater than sign, again it is nested. So it will appear very nicely if I use block quotes. The next important thing is code. If I wish to write a code, it is very important. For writing code, I'll press Ctrl K, and when I press Ctrl K, this text appear automatically. Then I'll type my code but make sure our code will be aligned to the text. I cannot start my code from here. It will not appear like a code. You see the appearance, it is totally grayed out. So whatever my code would be, I'll type in the alignment. This is my code, which is having errors of course, but it will be appearing like this. Now suppose I wish to use the code in just one line. Then what I have to do? Suppose this is just a normal text. It is a text, you can see how it is appearing. Now after that I'm going to use a code. For the code I'll use the backticks. The backticks, you can find them in your keyboard as you can see on your screen. And I'll write anything. Suppose I'm going to use any expression, and now close this with the backtick. As you can see, only this lambda expression is appearing like a code. Apart from that, anything is a text. This is how we'll use to write the code. The next part is HTML. If you know how to use HTML, then it would be beneficial for you how to use HTML in the body part and frame a question. Otherwise, you can leave this. The next section is tags. I can use maximum 5 tags to describe my question. Suppose my question is related to Python programming. The first tag would be Python. Then it would be lists. This manner I can use the tags. I am just giving you an example. You can use the tags accordingly. So that's how we learned the very basic to ask a question. Moreover, if you'll use Stack Overflow, when I'll be teaching your programming language particularly, we'll learn much more about it. So stay tuned for that, and don't forget to subscribe this channel and like this video if you learned something new, and your suggestions are always welcome. Thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next one.